Sri Lanka's magic unfolds in this adventure. Kandy's charm, tea-covered hills, colonial Nuwara Eliya, and traveling to Galle. We arrive in Kandy, the heart of Sri Lanka's hill country, a city of colonial charm, deep heritage, and spiritual roots. It was Sri Lanka's last royal capital before the British took over. Misty hills surround this cultural gem. Like most tourists, our first stop is the Temple of the Sacred Tooth, Sri Lanka's holiest Buddhist site. Legend says after Buddhist cremation, his tooth was smuggled here in the 4th century. Since then, it's been a symbol of power. Whoever possesses it is believed to have the right to rule Sri Lanka. A relic with history and mystery. The temple's intricate wooden carvings, golden rooftops, and vivid murals bring Buddhist legends to life. Inside, the sacred relic is sealed within a heavy guarded golden casket. Visitors won't see the actual tooth, but the air is thick with devotion. Fragrant incense swirls through the hall as devotees lay delicate flowers in reverence. The temple hums with whispered prayers, flickering candlelight, and an atmosphere both serene and powerful. Whether you believe in the legend or not, there's no denying the spiritual energy of this sacred place. Behind the temple stands the International Buddhist Hall, a modern tribute to global Buddhism. Each country contributed shrines, statues, and artifacts showcasing unique traditions, from Thailand's golden Buddhas to Japan's Zen designs and China's intricate murals. In Buddhism, the light symbolizes wisdom. Lighting a lamp is a sacred act, believed to clear obstacles, bring prosperity, and guide the soul toward enlightenment by dispelling ignorance with truth. A cultural show to end the day. Every tour was herded in. The performance, let's say it happened. Not unforgettable, but hey, at least it was something to watch. Leaving the hotel, we spot a wedding party and the bride absolutely glowing. A quick drive later, we pause for a stunning view. Kandy sprawled below, its lake shimmering in the morning light. Gems are sold everywhere in Sri Lanka, and where there are tourists, there are sellers, shops big and small. We're taken to a gem factory, but it's the usual setup. A short demo, a few workers for show, and then boom, you're funneled into an extravagant showroom, surrounded by eager salespeople. The prices, well, they're overinflated. The experience, a carefully crafted trap. You're likely to pay double what you could on the street. And the guides, they walk away with a commission. It's a classic tourist hustle, polished to perfection. Buyers, beware. Rain or not, we're off to the Royal Botanical Gardens, Kandy's green paradise. Covering 140 acres is Sri Lanka's largest botanical garden, packed with over 4,000 plant species. Once exclusive to Kandy royalty, the British transformed it into a research center after 1815. Today, it's a stunning mix of history and nature, where towering trees and exotic plants steal the spotlight. The giant bamboo here, it grows like crazy, but these are huge. This lake right here is shaped like the map of Sri Lanka.
Where the trees?
Yeah, that's the mountain, right? Where the tree is?
Yeah, where the tree is. This is where we are right now.
Oh, we're right where we are, where the tree is.
Yes.
Oh, we're pretty much
Anyway.
central in the mountains. Oh, okay, where the yellow tree is where we're going to be going south in a few days. And that's where it's a dry season, it's warm, sunny on the beach. An Indian fig tree. Look at the branches, how they curl around.
No, like I said, the branches get too heavy, they drop to the ground and they put new roots.
Yeah, and look at those up there, how they're spinning around.
Yeah.
Oh, so the roots are from the top down into the ground.
Like you have a main one, you know,
Yeah.
and when it grows, you get some heavy branches and they drop to the ground.
Look how big it is. Wow, that one over there goes over there and makes that tree.
Yeah.
So all of these trees that are surrounding this circle were planted by some kind of a delegate that's come to visit Sri Lanka. Some of them are very old, and we're going to check that out. A plaque marks each tree, listing who planted it and when. Dignitaries, world leaders, and historic figures. I love it. Most names are unfamiliar, but their legacy quietly grows in this garden. Who planted this tree, Zarko?
The Prince Misaka of Japan.
Oh, wow.
1956.
1956. Planted by the Crown Prince Nikolai, the Tsar of Russia in 1894 to 1917.
He was the last one.
He was the last one. That's a huge tree. It's been there forever. We're enjoying high tea at a craft shop and cafe that's supported by G Adventures, G for Good program. Run by local women, it empowers female entrepreneurs and at-risk youth with livelihoods. Sipping local tea and tasting Sri Lankan delicacies, we see how tourism can make a real impact. This initiative directly supports 100 women and benefits 400 more, proof that travel can do good. Today we journey deeper into Sri Lanka's highlands, entering the heart of its tea country. Rolling green hills, endless plantations. This is where the world's finest Ceylon tea begins. Really pretty, isn't it, Zarko? Green and lush. As we climb higher, the view grows more breathtaking. Hairpin switchbacks twist nearly 180 degrees, revealing the stunning beauty of Sri Lanka's tea-covered highlands at every turn. Wow, it's absolutely gorgeous here. There's waterfalls coming down in different areas, just pouring, gushing down, filling these lakes. It's just magnificent. Waterfalls cascade down hills. Rolling hills stretch endlessly, and distant mountains frame the scene. Every turn reveals another breathtaking view in Sri Lanka's highlands. We're at the tea plantation, and we're walking by the factory, and you can smell the tea. It's incredible. Before we begin picking tea, we're given simple instructions. Only pluck the top, light green, and the new leaves. The young leaves hold the freshest flavor, which is the secret behind Sri Lanka's world-famous tea. Well, he has us on a competition. We have to see how much we can all pick and the right kind of tea. And so that's what we're doing right now. Well, the contest is over, and it was harder than you think. Like, I'm sure that probably the professionals probably fill their baskets, and we probably didn't even scrape the bottom, but we did it. Freshly plucked tea leaves rest on large wire mesh racks where warm air circulates underneath, slowly reducing moisture to prepare them for the next stage. So what they do manually is they take the dried leaves off the bin, and they put it here, and it goes down here into this trough, And then from there, it's going to be chopped. It's all done manually. This is where it comes down the chute and then it spins around and cuts it up. The drying machine blasts hot air up to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, removing the last moisture over 20 minutes. This process locks in the tea's rich aroma, enhances its deep flavor, and prevents mold, ensuring every leaf is perfectly preserved before the final steps of sorting and packaging. Wow, look at the belts. Extremely old school. They're using a rubber wood tree wood to fire up the oven. Massive tea sacks await shipment, destined for teapots around the world. Tea fields stretch endlessly, covering every hill in sight. I knew Sri Lanka grew tea, but I had no idea it was on this scale. Miles of green, all dedicated to one legendary drink. We made it to Nuwara Eliya, the highest town in Sri Lanka, famous for its cool climate and colonial charm. We're at the Grand Hotel in the mountains of Sri Lanka in the tea country. It's an absolutely beautiful hotel, very old, and it was built by the British when they first came here and they started the tea growing productions. And we decided to stay 2 nights here. So we're gonna walk out and explore the town. But what a beautiful location. Look at the grounds. I mean, the climate here is actually cold. We're so high up in the mountain. We walk down to the local market right here and look at all these beautiful fruits and vegetables. This is where they grow all of this stuff, pretty much. Wow. Well, they have grapes, avocados. We love exploring local markets. They offer a glimpse into real life, seeing what's sold, what people buy, and how prices compare to the rest of the world tells you more about a place than any tourist attraction ever could. It's not on ice. Oh, they just brought it out. What is that? Shellfish?
Yeah, swordfish.
Swordfish. Huh. Beef.
Hello there. Cheers.
Cheers. Well, we're still at the Grand Hotel in this beautiful area of the high hills, the high mountains of Sri Lanka, and surrounded by the tea factories, tea plantations. And Zarko and I decided to peel away from the group. And they went ahead and continued on to the national park where they're going to spend 2 nights in tents and see the elephants. We decided to stay here in this absolutely gorgeous location. It feels like spring here because you're up in the mountains. It's not humid, and they actually call it Little England. So we're going to spend the day here and just enjoy it. And the beautiful hotel is amazing. Queen Elizabeth stayed here, actually. The British came here and they built this when they first brought in the tea from China. And so now it's completely surrounded by the tea plantations. They also have an 18-hole golf course here, believe it or not. This is an 18-hole golf course right in the middle of town. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my God.
Look at those long legs.
Yeah, it's really not very old. We have wild horses crossing the street. I don't know if they belong to that one guy's trying to get them across, but oh, they're kind of, oh, seems dangerous. Yeah, yesterday we came from Kandy and it took I don't know, 3 or 4 hours because of the switchbacks and we had to take some breaks.
It was a beautiful ride.
Oh yeah.
And we picked up some tea and they didn't pay us.
Good morning. We're leaving our hotel in Little England in the tea plantation region. And we woke up to a lot of rain this morning. We hired a driver to take us down to Galle, where we have a condo rented for like 7 days. And it is absolutely gorgeous through this region. I had no idea that the tea shrubs, or whatever they call it, were so beautiful. We're so high up, we're like in the clouds. Our 6-hour cross-country drive flies by. It feels like watching a long but fascinating documentary. Our faces stay glued to the van windows, observing everyday life, catching glimpses over fences, and watching people go about their routines along the roadside. Every mile reveals another snapshot of Sri Lanka's vibrant, ever-moving world. Welcome to Galle. We're in Sri Lanka, and it was a 6-hour drive on switchback roads coming down the mountain to get here from the tea plantation area. And we rented this beautiful 3-bedroom condo just not too far from the beach. And it has all the amenities you can imagine. And actually, this is why we like to do private apartments through Airbnb, because you can get, for less than a hotel room, you can get in a big, huge apartment like this. And you have a kitchen and everything. Not that I'm gonna cook, but we like to have coffee, breakfast in the morning, and snacks at night and everything like that. But this is unreal.
Show me the bedrooms.
Well, this is the master. With a view, very modern, contemporary.
Well,
and you know, it's really simple because what the owners usually do is give you a lock box code. You just open it, get the key, and you're in. It's like your own apartment. 3 bedrooms.
So, which one is your bathroom? Which one is mine?
How many bathrooms?
2 bedrooms.
Too bad it's just the 2 of us. We could have fun. We could have a party. We have a view, but you know, the neatest part is check out that pool. It's like a half an Olympic-sized pool down there. Extremely nice.
You have 2 pools right there, tennis court. And there's another pool on this side.
The link for this beautiful property is listed below. We made it down to the beach.
What
Yes.
is the name of the place? Unawatuna.
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 Unawatuna. It's really cool.